just following on from the last project, and this is something I've made for me. I haven't made it into a tutorial. I can make these into tutorials, but they're all things that I've done before, and I think I put them on the net, or they are on the, I will say the net, I mean YouTube, and they're just things that I've done, and I've added little embellishments which I didn't do before, or things I've discovered that I can do which I couldn't do before. And I'm using a lot of Dovecraft at the moment. They're capsule collections. I've got 3 colours, sort of a mauve and a blue and a pink, and they're all pastel shades, and they're quite pleasant. And I haven't been using the papers as much as I've been using the flowers and ribbons and things. I can make and do ribbons and things, but these are all matching, which is, it makes a difference. I suppose I'll go on to buying matching things, but I'm getting a bit lazy. I tend not to. I can make, I mean, I've made the roses and things on here which are on the thing, and but they're the ones. That particular flower there is one of the capsule collection from Dovecraft, and the rest of them are just little things I got. I usually use Spellbinders dies. I like Spellbinders dies. I'm not fussy about Sizzix for some reason. I don't know why. I don't use many of their dies, but I do like Spellbinders, and Spellbinders fill all my needs in, so I use Spellbinders. And I found things to put on the boxes, the shiny bits and that. I still haven't found a method of putting weird lettering on and things like that yet, but I will. Something will turn up that I've discovered. So the centrepiece there of it all is a candle. It's a large candle which I'll open in a minute and show you. And I've made a couple of soaps, which these are all for one person, my sister. And I made a card, and this year I threw in a little notebook. I don't think I've ever made her a notebook. I made her a diary last year, first one of it. I haven't been at this long, so that's why I haven't been doing it for. So I haven't been doing it for years and years and years. But it's just something I'm doing in my retirement, and it's filling a niche for me. And that thing there is just something I got to put the candle in. They're rather large candles, and yeah, I'll show you these one at a time. Or I'm saying you, I'm talking to myself really, but I'll just stand up. Yeah, I'll do the card first, and I'll move along to the book, and then I'll move out of the way for that. These are Spellbinders little dies that I bought. I bought a set. I bought this. I buy the series of dies first of all before I get the specially flourishy ones. I think these are. It's better to get the plain ones than it is the flourishy ones to begin with. These are quite tiny, in fact. They're not big dies at all. And this box I made with pearlescent card, which is also from Dovecraft. It's a metallic finish card, like a metallic finish. It's quite it's shiny, but it's not a shiny. If you can see what I mean. Anyway, it's not a brilliant shine. It's something in between, which is quite pleasing for a box lid. And the box base I made out of just photographic paper. This is 220, I think, photographic paper, and this has got a terrific shine on it. You can see your face in this. This is a brilliant shine, this one, and it's quite good for making cards and card boxes. It's quite stout, and it's got the shiny bit on the outside and the matte bit sort of on the inside, which is what they actually do when they make card boxes and cards. And yeah, it's got a terrific shine on that. And I put my logos on, a couple of logos there I put on. And we had the fridge delivered today, a new freezer, which we've been waiting a fortnight for, because the first one was no good. And we're just waiting for it to settle in. It takes about 6 hours. And the packing that I took off, there was some special packing in which I quite liked, which is this. And I cut it. The sides are the same, it's just the length. It was a long like strip which I used, and I got about 2 or 3 bits of it, enough to do the card and a couple of other bits. And that's the Merry Christmas card I made for my sister. And I try and do things differently, although this is, I don't know if you've seen this card already. I probably showed you this one already, but I did try something inside which was slightly different. And there's a few bits and pieces that I got from a friend, from Ted. Yeah, they're little cutouts. You get about 6 or 8 of them in a little packet. I don't know where he gets them from, but he just sent me. He sent me some more. I don't know where he gets them from, but he's a wonderful chap, really, and he does look after me on this side of it. I can't seem to get these. I can get all sorts of flowers and things like that, but I can't get. Actually, I haven't seen these where you just they've got the little dimension bits at the back where they actually stick on, and they actually raise it off the paper. And the other bits I've just cut out with using my Spellbinder dies, or I think that's a tonic die. Sorry, it's a tonic die, that one. And the bits of flowers I made myself, of course. Didn't do anything special with that. And I sent it out to my sister, and a little thing I took from the internet. And I think basically it's a birthday greeting, but I've changed it into a Christmas. I think she's on her own most of the time, my sister now. We both live in separate parts of the world, so we don't see each other very often. And I thought that'd be quite nice. I put a little pink ribbon on. I've just got a new set of pink stuff from the capsule collection, and I've got pink and blue at the moment, and I think I'll do with that. Pink or blue will do me. I quite like the ribbons. They've got quite a nice little motive on them, and I've been using them anyway. So that's the card, and I'll put it back in its box. I'll move this out of the way now. I'll put that to bed. You've seen all this type of stuff before. You've seen what I do with all this. This is a little book, but I tried to put in silver paper on the outside of that. That's Dovecraft. I think that's Dovecraft silver paper. I'm not quite sure. I get it from all over the place normally. Go to Smith, and the wife got me some from Smith. It might be that, but I'm not quite sure. But I usually go to Dovecraft to get everything that I need. And it's just a little box with the usual things on in to my sister. And I've done the inside the same as I've done. There's a piece of paper. I cut that off to protect the book. And I'll just whip this out of the box. And you can see the papers I've been using. And the book inside is the same type of thing. And I didn't do anything special with this book, although I did make it. I made it today, or yesterday I think I made it. Yeah, it's just homemade books by myself, and I think I did these labels on the 14th, 2014th of October 2014, Tuesday, yeah. So I've got quite a few of these, and I haven't got any more recent photographs to put in there of my sister, so I didn't bother with old ones. I haven't got any new ones of her, and that's the back. So yeah, that's the book, and it's quite pretty. I don't know, it's something I do anyway. I've done lots of these before. They're nothing new, but it's just something I'm sending her, so I'll put that to one side. My soaps, standard soaps. This was boxed and made especially for my sister. It's Musk, and it's got a name on, and etc, etc, and yeah. So, and I've covered it in that foil paper, which is shrink wrap, and I put my heat gun on and shrink wrap it So that's the soaps, and which I've made dozens and dozens of. I won't bore you with them anymore. But my piece de resistance is this thing here, and that's a little thing to put the candle in. And the wife saw this and she said, "Blinking heck, this is a bit bit over the top, isn't it?" but and it shook me a bit, so I wasn't sure whether I was going to send it in the end. But she said, "No, send it. Don't be silly." But I knew it was something she didn't want, or she didn't like. So yeah, so I'll just turn it around. I'll put a couple of ribbons on with the things on, and it's nothing new. That's one of the flowers that I made all the flowers, in fact, and there's a few bits and pieces that I got from Ted that I've used, and other things I've stuck on that I thought looked quite pretty, and a couple of flourishes which are on the front here, silk gold flourishes. But I'm new to all this, so, and that's one of the ribbons I got, stick-on ribbons, self-stick ribbons I got from Dovecraft, which is part of the pink capsule collection, and I thought that was quite nice. But I've got two different colours there. I should have waited and put the pinker on there, and then it would have looked at least a bit better. But anyway, the top is just a flip top, and I've got the instructions for burning the candle inside. They're a bit small at the moment, you can't see them properly, and you pull the thing down. I put a ribbon inside, and I put my logo around the candle. So yeah, so I think it might please you. I don't know whether it'll please. It's something different. I've never done these before. A lot of people haven't seen these. If you look on YouTube, there's dozens and dozens that the girls actually do, and they do them a lot better than I do. But yeah, so the candle fits on there when it's finished. I was going to get a glass one and something, but I don't think my sister will ever use. I don't think she'll ever use a candle. I've never seen a burned candle before. My daughter will, because she burns candles. My daughter does. She likes candles around the house, scented candles and things like that. But I've given my daughter them and she's given them away, so it's obviously something she doesn't want. And I'm not a big. Making candles and soap is pretty much the same. So I don't bother much making candles. I haven't done much. I haven't dabbled much into candles. So that's everything then. That's everything I've done for my sister, and I hope she'll like it. There's nothing much I can do if she doesn't. And this is really just a little record for me about everything that I'm doing, and this will just fill up a little niche. She usually rings me back and says she likes it or whatever. Well, she always says she likes everything. She's very pleasant, Irene. That's her name, and she'd probably say it's very nice and all that, and we'll talk about the burns for a bit, and that'll be it. So anyway, I'll stop there, and just a record for me. I doubt I'll